for your question. Thank you.
Hi Pep, it's Jamie Jacks from The Guardian. I think Pochettino got this wrong when you said this thing about the Harry Kane team. Yeah, Spurs being the Harry Kane team. Yeah, and I think you even said that you thought your colleague, I think you said, knew how you meant this, but now he's not going to be in the side. Does it make it any easier? Does it make it harder? How do you assess that?
The same strong team that was 3 years ago when I arrived, 2 seasons ago in this season.
So better or worse without him?
Incredible top team.
Pep, Luke Edwards from the Daily Telegraph. I know you've been asked this pretty much every press conference before a Champions League game. Is there any more pressure on you as a manager because this is the Champions League and this is the trophy that is perceived that you have to win at Manchester City?
I have to win. No, the chairman will contact with me. He asked me, I have to win 3 times in a row the Champions League. That was his desire. In football, you lose more than win. So try to defeat and the failure be better than the failure before and try to improve for the next one. So I try to do my best. We try to do our best and tomorrow we will see.
Pep, Andy Dunn from the Daily Mirror. You had a tough game on Sunday afternoon away from home. How much of an advantage do you think it will be that Tottenham played earlier for them, and were you surprised at that?
I love that this kind of challenge. I know they have 6 days to prepare the first game. We had 2.5. We play Saturday, we play Sunday. I don't understand why the Premier League don't put the game next Friday instead of Saturday at 12:30. So I don't understand.
Salve Pep, sono Marco Lollobrigida della RAI, risponde a domande in italiano? Ok. Pardon, un po' più lento. Ciao. Voglio sapere con quale stato d'animo vedrà stasera Juventus Ajax? Yes.
In English, please.
In English, okay. In which will be your frame of mind this night watching Juventus against Ajax?
I will see Barcelona against United.
Favorita? Chi è favorita tra Juventus e Ajax? Who is the favorite between
Both
Juventus
teams
and
are
Ajax?
top. Both teams are incredible players, so really I don't know.
Ce la dice una parola in italiano?
Come?
Una parola in italiano ce la dice?
In bocca al lupo.
Grazie.
Hi Pep, Andrea Ramos for Media Pro Spain. Imagine a final between Barcelona. It will be like a dream or like a nightmare for you? Thanks.
I don't dream too much far away, so I'm incredibly illusion for tomorrow to get the semi-final, but first to try to play a good game. That is the only dream I have right now, the illusion to play this game, to be here, to already finally mathematically qualify for the Champions League for next season. This is an incredible success for us. Right now, after 2 titles, final the FA Cup, next season we'll be there. We'll be drawing Monaco in August, so that is incredible success for our club. That's why I want to congratulate the team, the staff, for this huge success, because next season we'll be there again. It doesn't matter what happens tomorrow, next season we'll be there again. And that is an incredible success for ourselves.
Pep, I know you said you disagreed with what Ilkay Gundogan said about the team having nerves at this stage of the Champions League, but is it a concern for you that view does exist among the players in the dressing room?
Definitely not.
So you think that the mentality is strong enough to drive you onwards into the...
Is my words against your words, against the words from the people. 20 months. You have to see what we have done during 20 months. The best example is in Selhurst Park. So one of the toughest opening away, and the people maybe don't believe me, but that is the truth. After defeating Tottenham, the way we played. not concede maybe one shoot or two shoots on target, and the way, the mentality, the desire to win and win and win again. During Twente month, when the people said that you are not strong enough, you cannot do what we have done in these 2 seasons if you are not strong enough. And when you lose this way, the opponents are better because you miss penalties. I missed to qualify to get the final of the Champions League 2 times for the missed penalties in semi-finals. So that's football. But we have done every time, every day, every 3 days during 3 months. So of course we have incredible illusion. So I know how focused the players they are. I know the desire to get the semi-finals, to do a good performance tomorrow with our fans and to do our best. That is going to happen tomorrow, but will be enough? I don't know. I said many times, I got the final, the Champions League, with 1 shoot on target in semi-final second leg, and I lose, or we lose, don't get the final of the Champions League after 33 shoots on target. So football is that game. So Golden State Warriors in the third quarter yesterday, 31 points in front, and they lose the game. So the sports is nice for that. The important is be there, trying, and after 20 months we have done many times, and tomorrow we're going to do it again.
Pep, 12 months ago you were already champions, as I said to John. This season a very different story for you. Do you feel the momentum that you have in all 4 competitions could be helping you this season?
After what happened in that season, I'm pretty sure I was completely aware that we will not be able to do what we have done, especially in the Premier League so far. So that's why I'm surprised the most, the guy in this organization, because they didn't expect to have 83 points in right now and it's 5 games to play. The target to do 98, because if done we will not be champion. So I know how difficult will be our fixtures. So you see every game, so it's incredible tough. In 3 days we have another again against Tottenham after derby in Old Trafford and Burnley, and all the games are incredible tough. And the schedule, the fixture, we don't have rest. We cannot prepare. Comparing, we play 9 or 10 or 11 more games than Liverpool this season. You know how many minutes they are. And even with that, I love that. I like that, this challenge, when they have 6 days to prepare the game. First leg, we didn't have time. And I like that. This is the best moment to show how big, or a little bit bigger than we are than 5 years, 7 years, 8 years before. So I like that, to live that situations when we are in worse conditions to prepare these kind of events and compete, that we have to do. And I love that. And that's why I'm pretty sure tomorrow, with our illusion to try to get it, we're going to do that.
Hi Pep, you were saying to Andy before about the scheduling and how the games maybe should be moved. The top divisions across the continent seem to help their teams that are in the Champions League.
I was in Barcelona when I was in a manager there, and I listened many times the prestigious newspapers that here represent what Sir Alex Ferguson, Arsene Wenger, Jose Mourinho complain about that. So 20 years ago or 10 years ago. So I'm not followed than my previous managers again. That is the reality. So you are during 3 seasons here with in our press conference. I never complain about the fixtures. So the fixtures, they pay a lot of money. They put it there. It's their business. My business is prepare the team as best as possible to compete. So sometimes you have more rest. Sometimes you have less. Sometimes you have 4 or 5 days to prepare a game. Sometimes the opponent have 2. So it's what it is. So the big athletes, the big teams, never complain about these kind of things. It's what it is. I would prefer, of course, other situations, but it's what it is. And tomorrow we'll put our energy as much as possible against one of the most physical teams in Europe. In the long balls, the second balls, the runnings in behind with Lucas Moura, with Song, with Eriksen, with Dele Alli. If he plays with all the players they have, try to come up our strength points that we have. And with our people, make an extra effort, especially in the bad moments. Hopefully our guys, our people, in the bad moments, not in the good moments. In the good moments, it's easy to be there. In the bad moments, be there, because in 90 minutes, that is going to happen. In good moments, we are going to suffer. But we are not give up, especially our fans, neither.
I was going to say, have you got a message for the supporters tomorrow? Because
I told them right now.
it's one of those nights where you'll need everyone behind you.
If tomorrow night don't help us, it's because do it for the guys. So after 20 months, I think they are so proud that they have done. I think they deserve it. They are human beings, and there will be bad moments in the game. In that moment, we need our supporters. In this stage, without supporters, you cannot go through. So hopefully, I'm expecting. Really curious how our fans are going to react tomorrow. Really curious.
Do you have an idea of how the game's going to pan out tomorrow? Do you have an idea of how the game will play out tomorrow? Do you think it'll be similar to the first leg, or very very different game?
No, will not be quite similar. You have to score goals. And the reason why our game we decide to play a little bit with more control is about the fixtures we had in that moment, is about the way I saw the team against Brighton 2 days before, the way the players came back for the injuries, like Agüero, like Fernandinho, like the other ones, the way they play, how we're a massive team in the counterattacks. So there are many reasons we decide, but we play at home and we have to create an environment for our supporters, push us. They know we're going to try to make an intense game in all sense, especially with the ball.
Just a quick one. Are there any injuries for tomorrow night?
No, I think everybody is... Zinchenko, I don't think it's Zinchenko. Alex is going to train today. And the other ones come back yesterday. They training recovery quite well. So I'm going to train this afternoon, but I think everybody's almost fit. Yeah.
Okay. Agüero and Sterling, they're both okay. Great.
Yeah, Pep, I was just going to ask about Fernandinho. He's okay now, is he then?
He trained yesterday with a low medium intensity, but he trained yesterday.
Hi, Pep. You talk about the fans. What have you made of the atmosphere and the fans this season at the Etihad?
Liverpool game would be enough for me.
Yeah, you want that kind of atmosphere then?
A little bit better.
Have you felt like they've helped you this season?
We need it.
Yeah.
I played many times in that stage. I'm sorry, guys. I'm a failure in that competition, but many times I arrive in semi-finals, quarterfinals. And every time I play away, the atmospheres are really incredible. Support the local team, so we need it. Really, we need it.
Okay, last couple, guys. Carly?
I want to see if they won't get to the semi-finals. Not just the players. The players don't doubt after 20 months. I want to see my fans, our fans, if they really want to get the semi-finals. I want to see it tomorrow.
Pep, Gary Brown, BeanymanSports. You talked about the close proximity of these games. You brought Sergio Agüero back from injury. You started him in his last 2 matches. He came off the pitch. He had some ice. How is he fitness-wise, and what kind of pressure are you under to start him?
He's fit. Of course, Sergio needs competition, game to get the same. When he stopped 1 week, 10 days, he needs a little bit more time to get his best in condition as other players. For example, Bernardo, Riyad, all the other strikers. They are fit, they are tiny, and they can do it. But tomorrow is not about the physical condition. Is you want to get the semi-finals or you don't want to get the semi-finals? You leave that is the chance or that is not the chance. That is the moment or that is not the moment. And that is the physicality. It's ridiculous. The desire to come in front and everything. The illusion, what is the pressure? That is not the pressure. If we lose next season, guys, we'll be there again in Champions League. Important is that time, that is the right moment, if we're able to do that. That is the point.
Okay, just down here, please.
Pep Guardiola, Catalunya Ràdio. You will face twice 2 games against Tottenham this week, and on Wednesday, Manchester United. Do you think these 7 days this week will decide your way to the 2 main titles this season?
Definitely. Yeah. If we don't win these games, we'll be out in 2 competitions. Yeah. Absolutely finals for us.
Sorry,
but I have that feeling from weeks ago as well. So not just for these 3 weeks, but every time you're in competition, arrive in the last stages. You know, we have 12 points like last season. In this period, we were already champion. But this season we had an incredible opponent. It's Liverpool in the Premier League. So what they have done so far, they deserve. So normally the title is with 84, 86 points, you are champion. They have 85. So have 83 with 9 games left. So both teams deserve to be champion, but just one we're going to get it. So, but of course, this week we're going to mark the last 3 weeks at the end of the season. We'll go through, or we're going to think to prepare the FA Cup final and next season.
Sorry, Pep, Simon, just a quick one. You've mentioned about the failure thing quite a lot, and you called yourself a failure a moment ago, kind of sarcastically. How much does it annoy you?
Because I don't win the Champions League.
Yeah, but how much does it annoy you?
My teams, when don't win the Champions, we fail all the time. So, and I said many times. So this competition is tough, and this competition there are many, many good teams. So the important is the way we approach it. And I think the first year we were not ready, but the second season many things happened. We were ready. Unfortunately, the team was better, and that can happen. So the same analysis when Sergio scored a goal will be completely different. What we have done there, these little details in the Premier League, in the long competition, like John said, 38 games is completely different, but you have to handle that. So I live that situation. It's my 10 years as a professional. I got less stages as every time, and I know this kind of games, it happen, in the pressure, in the mentality, in the moments, in the time, in how you react in the bad moments during the game. But I'm surprised what we have done these years with our teams in this competition.
But just going back to your time at Bayern Munich as well, does it annoy you that you know what it takes and it's the competition's fine margin, but does it annoy you that the reputation that you've got among fans and journalists says that you failed in the Champions League?
Yeah, I know that people say I came here to win the Champions League. I didn't come here to win the Champions League, honestly. I came here to play my team the way we are playing the last 20 months. That is what I came here to play the way I want to play. And of course, we won the Champions League. I know in Bayern Munich, like a big club, after 3 seasons winning absolutely everything except the Champions League, it was a big failure. What can I say? So I accept that. So we won in the one. I know that. I have to live with that. But it's not a big problem. They push me better. When you have to feel I have to win it. If not, it's not enough. But also I accept that the other ones. I understand the other ones are better too. In these competitions, are better too. A lot big clubs, they are not in that stages. So important is how you handle 11 months. That's why I said many times the Premier League is for me the most important title. It shows every 3 days being there. It's a good message for the society, for ourselves, being there every time. And after one competition, if that, it's just put everything, our heart on the pitch tomorrow, our desire. And after we will see. We'll see.
Thank you.
Okay. Cheers, guys. Thank you.